3 yards a kick on the season. So Sweska with a strong wind at his back. We'll see what he can do here as we're about ready to get going with already week number 9 of the high school football season. Time flies when you're having fun, Chris.
Absolutely. It's it's been definitely a fast season, or so it seems to this point, and hard to believe that tonight's the regular season finale, but getting into that what I like to refer to as the most wonderful time of the year coming up here next week.
Here is the approach and the kick from Sweska. It is deep, and it is way deep, and it will land between the uprights and below it, just right at the base of the goalpost is where that thing landed. So it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, and the Bobcats will move from right to left offensively from their own 20-yard line.
And you got to believe he got a little help from the wind on that one, but definitely well struck that time by Cole Sweska. That was kind of a line drive type kick. That probably would have made it even without the wind's help.
Baumhauer will send Pfeiffer off to the left side. Everybody else in tight. The lone setback is Ben Birds, as well as Dylan Ganson. Ganson gets the handoff off the right side. He runs into a Decorah man and gets knocked back from the 21-yard line. A solid hit provided by Austin Ashbacker to bring down Birds after Ganson, I should say, after a gain of a yard.
Off tackle running play there with the lead blocker from the fullback position. The ball carrier kind of broke through initially the line of scrimmage, but Austin Ashbacker doing a nice job filling that gap and making the tackle.
2nd and 9 from the 21. Twins to the left side. Split backs in the backfield. Baumhauer gives to Birds right side. Fights his way forward. Maybe gets to the 25-yard line. Brought down in a scrum there at the 24-yard line. He'll get about 3. Kyle Kane coming off the bottom of the pile, as well as Ashbacker and Michael Ruiz. It's 3rd down and 6.
Western Dubuque testing out the interior of that front 7 for Decorah here to start the game, and a nice job by our guys of really stepping up, limiting the yardage.
Football on the right or far side. Hash mark 1 minute in, no score. 3rd and 6 from the 24. Twins left side. Split backs in the backfield. Baumhauer under center. Surveys a 5-man front for Decorah, and he'll take the snap. He'll roll out to his left side. Still on the run. Fires downfield, and it's incomplete. Knocked away in front of the Decorah bench by Jake Hubden at the 43-yard line. The intended receiver was Andrew Meyer. The ball hung up a little while, and that allowed Hubden to make a very nice play.
And that's where you see the wind kind of playing a part, especially when you're throwing into the wind like Western Dubuque was. It allows that ball to kind of hang up there. But give the quarterback credit. He did a nice job. He had to roll out against his body. Did a nice job of turning his hips and actually threw a pretty nice ball. But Jake Hubden, Johnny on the spot with great coverage.
Jake Hubden, 16-6 a return. Cole Sweska, 14-2 a return. Decorah is the only team in 3A with 3 punt return touchdowns. Snap back to Pfeiffer. He'll get the kick away. Under it is calling for a fair catch is Sweska. He made it, bobbled it, but recovered the fumble at the 42-yard line in Decorah territory. So the punt that time goes 34 yards, no return, in a dangerous situation. Unfortunately, it didn't become too dangerous for the Vikings. 10:37 to play, quarter number 1, scoreless game.
It was a nice kick, especially into the wind. It got it, a nice spiral, got it to kind of turn over. And, I think the wind, again, kind of played tricks with Cole on that one. He was lucky to come up with that one after, a hit off his hands.
Football left or far side. Hash mark as the Vikes move left to right. Meyer left, Sweska wing left, split backs with Savarov and Johansson. Give up the middle. No, a wing back sweep to Sweska right side. He'll get to the 45-yard line and brought down by Pfeiffer on a nice open field tackle after a gain of 5 yards. Riley Pfeiffer, the man that brought him down.
And that's, that's where you like to use Cole Sweska, is you want to get him out on the edge, but, like you described there, Darren, a nice open field tackle and a minimal gain there on first down for the Vikings.
So, 2nd down and 7 from the 45-yard line. Meyer left, Henning right, or Kane left, Henning right. Wing back right is Sweska, split back Savarov and Johansson. Short drop, Pierce throws the right side, too tall for Henning, incomplete. Pfeiffer the coverage at the 50 in front of the Decorah bench. It's 3rd down.
Not really sure if that was out of his reach or maybe just kind of went through his hands. Either way, sailed out of bounds, and this Viking passing game that we talked about in the pregame, they like to try to get a rhythm going early, and that's not how you want to start things off.
3rd and 7 from the 45. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split back Savarov and Johansson. Give to Michael, left side, Ashbacker out front. He runs to the 50 to the sideline, and the 45 hit by Ben Burns and shoved to the Western Dubuque far sideline at the 42-yard line. A gain of 13 and a first down. Ashbacker leading the way.
And Western Dubuque blitzed on that play, but they picked the wrong side of the formation to blitz to. Austin Ashbacker doing a nice job getting out, from that offensive line spot, getting into the open field, paving a nice lane for Savarov.
9:51 to play, quarter number 1, no score. 1st and 10 for Decorah from the Western Dubuque 42. Meyer to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right Kane. I with Johansson and Savarov. Give to Michael, left side, dragged down right at the 45-yard line. Nice open field stop. I believe was by the linebacker Ryan Keenely that time. It is a gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
Same guy that came on the blitz on the previous play.
I'm sorry.
And clogged up the point of attack nicely on that one, and just nowhere to run.
It's a gain of 2 to the 40-yard line. My mistake, thanks to our stat person Mary Herman keeping me honest. 2nd down and 8 from the 40-yard line. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs Johansson and Savarov. Football left or far side hash mark. Pierce takes the snap, drops back, throws the right side, catch made by Savarov, moves ahead along the hash mark and gets brought down by Pfeiffer at the 32-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be close to first down yardage.
And you talk about getting that passing game in a rhythm, getting it going early. It was a great decision by Bryce there, making the correct read, throwing it out to the back out of the backfield. No one within 5 yards of him at the catch, and just allowing him to pick up those yards after the catch.
8:44 to play, quarter number 1, no score. 3rd and 1 from the Western Dubuque 33-yard line. Pierce under center, long count, takes the snap, gives to Johansson. 1st down and more, inside the 30, up the near side, hash mark, inside the 20, and brought down at the 18-yard line. Pfeiffer brought him down, gain of 15, 1st down to Decorah.
Holt doing, something that he does a great job of initially on that play, taking the handoff, kind of searching for that seam, and then once he saw it, just bursted through it, picked up the 1st down, and a lot more.
1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Meyer to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs Johansson and Savarov. Pierce under his center, Sean Truin. Kane starts early, flags fly. Decorah will be penalized 5 yards. Coach Post talked about switching up the snap counts tonight to take away some of that blitzing game from Western Dubuque. Sometimes when you switch up the snap counts, you confuse your own team a little more than the opponents.
Yeah, and that's one of those penalties that, it's just a minor thing that, one time it doesn't hurt you. You just don't want to see it, start to turn into a trend. 8
minutes left, first quarter, no score. 1st and 15 from the 23-yard line. Football right or near side hash mark. Give to Johansson up the middle. Tries to slide it a gap to his left. He gets covered up inside the 20 to the 19. He'll get 4 on the 1st down play. He comes down to the arms of Ben Birds, the leading tackler for the Bobcats.
For the most part on this first drive by Decorah, Western Dubuque has done a nice job, in kind of those A and B interior gaps, really clogging up the running lanes.
2nd down and 11 from the 19-yard line. Cole Rohr to the left side. Wing back left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. I formation, Savarov and Johansson. Pierce under his center, Sean Truin takes the snap, pitch to Michael, left side, a block from Johansson, looks to turn upfield, gets inside the 15 and covered up at the 12-yard line. He is brought down on the play by Bryce Horner, and he'll be short of 1st down yardage. 3rd down and 4 upcoming.
Going to be a big 3rd down play here. You look at the penalty they took on 1st down, and it backs them up, sets you up, and definitely a 3rd and manageable, but a big 3rd down here early in this first quarter.
6:52 to play, first quarter, no score. 3rd and 4 from the 12 to the right side. Meyer, wing back right, Sweska, tight end left is Kane. I formation, Johansson and Savarov. Long count by Pierce. Takes, gives to Johansson. Tried the right side, and he'll fall forward to near the 10-yard line. He'll gain 2 to make up make it a 4th down and 2. Bryce Horner, the man who led the defensive charge for the Bobcats.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. You know, with the wind blowing in that direction, it wouldn't have surprised me to see him, maybe attempt a field goal here. But, confidence.
Haven't made one since week 1, though.
Confidence in that, offensive line here to pick up 2 yards.
4th and 2 from the 10-yard line, halfway point, first quarter, no score. Pierce takes the snap, gives to Johansson, right side, plows ahead, fighting forward. He'll get to the 6-yard line, and he'll get the first down. A tough run by Holt Johansson. Dylan Ganson got the stop.
Just prototypical Decorah football on that play. Tough, hard-nosed run by Holt Johansson, picks up the first down, and sets up a 1st and goal, and the Vikings knocking on the door here in the first quarter.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. 1st and goal at the 6. Cole Rohr to the far left side. Wing back left is Sweska. Tight end right is Kane. Split backs Johansson and Savarov. Pierce takes the snap. Belly's right side. He has an opening to the 5 to the end zone for the touchdown. Bryce Pierce with rushing touchdown number 6 on the season. It's 6-0 Decorah with 5:36 to play, quarter number 1.
The fake went to the fullback up the middle, and basically everybody on the left side of that Western Dubuque defense bid on it. Crashed down to the interior of the offensive line, and Bryce Pierce basically just cruised into the end zone off that right edge.
58 yards, 11 plays, 5:01 off the clock. Carter Zidlicki will snap it to Drake Schuring, who will hold it for Cole Sweska's PAT attempt. Sweska is 2 for 3 with all of those kicks happening last week. Schuring holds the snap from Zidlicki. The snap spot kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Decorah, 5:36 to play here in quarter number 1. And let's take a timeout for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate.
Friend Mutual Insurance Company is known for silver lining service and innovation. Our home and highway policy is no. It's one policy with one premium. Home, condo, vehicles, personal possessions. The home and highway also offers other coverages and a variety of discounts as well as 24-hour emergency roadside service. With home and highway, there's no better way to protect your family. For more information, call A&J Agency at 382-3677 or stop at 106 College Drive.
5:36 to play, quarter number 1, a 7-0 lead for Decorah. Streak continues, 3-and-out defensively first series, touchdown offensively first series.
Yeah, and the thing that's impressive about that drive is, on a cold night like this, you're not necessarily going to get, that big play, through the air or on the ground where you're going to be able to strike quickly. So it's great to see that Decorah offense come out here and be able to sustain a long drive like that, given the conditions.
Cole Sweska will kick off from left to right. 3 men back for the Bobcats. Sweska put the first one at the base of the goalpost. This one is going to be a little shorter, but it lands in the middle of the end zone. So sorry to pick on you there, Cole. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
And, whether it hits the goal line, whether it goes through the uprights, it all accomplishes the same goal. And, that's something we've talked about a lot where throughout the past few years, Decorah has really been lucky to have guys that can, essentially act as a weapon back there in the field position game.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line, moving right to left, trailing 7-0 are the Bobcats with 5:36 left here in quarter number 1. Split backs, wing left, split receiver to the right side. Here's the give to Ganson, looks to turn upfield. He's hit near the 20-yard line and brought down on the near side hash mark at the 22-yard line. Savarov first contact, Ashbacker finished him off, gain of 2.
And Western Dubuque had a decent seal on the edge there, but Austin Ashbacker won a one-on-one battle on that play, got free and ended up making the tackle.
2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. To the left side will go Jake Rosales. The backs will be Birds and Ganson. Baumhauber under center will take the snap. He'll give up the middle to Birds as he runs across the 25 and gets wrestled down by Jake Hovden near the 30, and Birds will get a first down on a gain of 8 yards as they tried it right guard and tried it successfully.
Big seam up the middle there. There was a lot of green, at that linebacker level of the defense. Jake Hovden had to come up, make the tackle, but a nice job there of the ball carrier putting his head down at the end of that run.
4:43 to play, quarter number 1, 7-0 Decorah. First and 10, Western Dubuque from their own 30. Quick out, Baumhauer gives to Ganson, try to cut it back to the left as he started right and gets covered up by Nick Gosling, and Jacob leaps at the 32. It's a gain of 2.
Holt Johansson sprinted in there from the linebacker spot. Initially kind of tripped him up, got him off balance, and then was able to, make that play a little easier for his teammates.
2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. Receivers left and right, split back to the backfield. Tight end on the left side is Korporich. Baumhauer under center will take the snap. Give up the middle to Birds on a trap play off left guard. Tripped up by Jacob Leaps. Flag down at the 37-yard line as Birds down at that point as well. Came from the umpire. Normally not good news for the offense.
Definitely probably in the area of holding here, Darren. But Western Dubuque, again, that time just trying the off-guard run. And, a pretty decent amount of space on the middle of the field on the 2 plays we've seen on this drive where they've tried that. But it is going to be coming back here on the holding call.
And a holding penalty against Western Dubuque. The flag through at the 33-yard line, so they'll back them up to the 22-yard line. Actually, they'll make that a spot foul, so it's 2nd down and 18 from the 22. 7-0 Decorah. We're inside of 4 minutes to play quarter number 1. A Bryce Pierce 6-yard touchdown run has made the difference to this point. Footbacks in the backfield, wing right, and a split to the left side. Baumhauer under center takes the snap. He'll roll out to his right side. Nice protection, throws the right side. Incomplete. A hard hit by Breitenmeyer on the intended target. Rosales on the far side near the 32, disconnecting his man from the football. It's 3rd and long for Western Dubuque.
You love to see that out of your defensive backs, especially when you can have a cornerback that can come up and really separate the receiver from the ball like that. A great job by Breitenmeyer coming up, being physical from that corner spot.
Kind of like old number 31, right?
I don't know about that, Darren.
There's probably a different number 31 I'm thinking of. 3rd down and 18 from the 22-yard line. Split back to the backfield. Wing left, split right. Baumhauer under center. In motion left to right is Shane Bauschka. Long count by Baumhauer, takes the snap, rushes on, he'll roll to his right, he got away from Gosling, got away from Dustin Carey, fires downfield, intercepted Jake Hubner at the 33, hopped into the 10 to the 5, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line, but I'm afraid this is going to come back due to a roughing the passer penalty. Hovden, if it stands, will get his 4th interception of the season, but I don't think it's going to, Chris.
No, there's definitely the marker is in the area where the quarterback was drifting out of bounds as he let go of that ball, and that can really only mean one thing in this situation. It definitely looks like someone got a hold of him after he let that ball go.
Long discussion from the head linesman, the umpire, and the referee in this situation. We can tell you that Solon has gone up on Benton Community 7-0. That's one of the games we're watching tonight. The other one's Clear Creek, Amana, and Makokada. Also, the other one will be Solon and Benton and DeWitt Central and Marion. So roughing the passer against Decorah will be the penalty. Unfortunate, but the referee was right there, and we were all watching the ball as compared to the situation. The referee was right there, and those flags, you can't give a lot of situation, or there's not a lot of leeway in the game of football anymore, and frankly, nor should there be, Chris.
No, and especially in an area like that where the quarterback is basically drifting out of bounds as he throws that ball away. As a defender, you got to kind of realize as you're going in there that sideline acts as a second defender, so to speak, and at that point, you just got to kind of let him drift out of bounds.
And it's not easy to do.
No,
let's be honest.
Once you have your momentum going, you're going full speed, at the opponent. It's hard to stop that for sure.
First down and 10, 37-yard line after the penalty, 3:27 to play, quarter number 1, 7-0 Decorah. Baumhauer under center with Ganson and Birds in the backfield. Give to Ganson right side, has interference, but breaking through it is Austin Ashbacker, who dumps him back at the 36-yard line. The baby bull with the TFL.
Just a perfect form tackle there by Austin Ashbacker. Broke through the line, tackled the ball carrier just fundamentally perfectly, as good as it gets, put his shoulder into him and just buried him into the ground.
2nd and 11 from the 36-yard line, and the ball carrier was a little slow in getting up that time.
I don't blame him.
As the training staff is out on the field, as is Coach Brian Kuhl. We'll take a time out here, 3
Build a home, you start with the foundation. You're looking for the best technology in poured concrete. Wicks Construction offers it to you. Mass residential poured in place insulation system. Utilizing insulation sandwich concrete walls, the thermal mass system gives a home that is energy efficient, mold resistant, impervious to fire or damage, comfortable and economical. You can save more on energy costs for both heating and cooling. Wicks Construction in Decorah, with over a century of concrete construction excellence.
Attending to the injured Western Dubuque player. We don't know for sure who it is, so we won't speculate in this situation. And the Western Dubuque training staff is out there. Dr. Dave is out there as well, and I see Ben Bird's right next to the player as well, and all you can do is hope that the kid is all right. Western Dubuque players all on one knee on the far side. 3:11 to play, quarter number 1. It is a 7-0 lead for Decorah. Bryce Pierce on a 6-yard touchdown run.
And still now. Thank you so much.
A 58-yard, 11-play drive that took 5:01 off the clock, and we can't tell who it is, and we can't tell what the situation is because there's a lot of people around the situation. As Coach Kuhl is helping the young man get to his feet, and it is an offensive lineman. That is Bryce Horner, the right guard, and he's not putting any weight on that right side, and we hope for the best for that young man, because that's a situation you never want to see, but unfortunately it's a violent game, and that stuff's going to happen, Chris.
Yeah, and it's something we saw a little bit last week. With an O-line player towards the end of the game, unfortunately having to be immobilized and taken off the field, which we later learned was largely precautionary. Yep. So that was good to hear. But especially in the last game of the season, and even furthermore, a team that is going to be in the playoffs and is fighting for better positioning tonight. You hate to see that happen to a kid, in Week 9.
Marion leading at Central DeWitt 7-0 first quarter. Baumhauer takes the snap, throws deep down the right sideline, going for Pfeiffer, and Pfeiffer pulls it down, I do believe, over the coverage of Cole Sweska, outside the numbers at the 35-yard line in Decorah territory. The ball hung up there seemingly forever, but it ends up being a 29-yard gain and a first down, and Pfeiffer just went up and made a play that time.
Outstanding catch on that play. Cole Sweska really couldn't have played that ball any better as it was in the air. Went up, tried to catch it at the high point, but outstanding catch by the receiver.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line, 7-0 Decorah with 2:45 to play, quarter number 1. In motion left to right is Boschke. Give to the fullback Birds as he tries to squeak through off right guard, and he runs into Austin Ashbacker, and with some help from Jacob Leaf, brings him down right at the line of scrimmage, gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
I tell you what, if you watch Austin Ashbacker on just a play-by-play basis, it's amazing what he's able to do on the interior of that defensive line. He just disengaged his blocker there with one arm and ended up, in on that tackle.
Second down, a little less than 10 from just inside the 34-yard line. Offset backfield to the left. Baumhauer gives the pitch to Birds as Birds looks for an opening and won't find one. The defensive line for Decorah converges on him and brings him down at the 36. That's Nick Gosling, that's Holt Johansson, and Austin Ashbacker all shearing the TFL.
And initially a great job by Dustin Carey from the defensive end spot, getting upfield, making sure to turn the ball carrier back towards the middle of the field, and then, like you mentioned, 3 of his buddies coming in and cleaning up the mess.
So 3rd and 11 from the 35-yard line. Maquoketa leading Clear Creek a man of 7-0 first quarter. 7-0 Decorah here with a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Long count line by Baumhauer. He'll take the snap. He'll retreat straight in the pocket. Has time. Throws to the left side. Incomplete. Receiver was breaking open in the Decorah zone at the 30-yard line. The intended target was Ben Birds. Savarov and Jake Hovden were in the vicinity, and it's 4th down.
The ball was pretty well thrown behind the receiver there, and I think you can accredit that to the pressure that Holt Johansson put on the quarterback that time. Did a great job getting off his block, coming from the linebacker spot, and really forcing the quarterback to get rid of the football.
Pfeifler's first punt went 34 yards. It was dropped on a 4-yard catch attempt, but recovered by Cole Sweska. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward. He'll get the kick away. This down to Jake Hubden at the 11, and he drops the football, and Western Dubuque recovers at the 14. Hubden dropped the football, recovering that fumble for Western Dubuque. Was a player, Luis Uribe, at the 14-yard line.
That's the second time tonight we've seen the Decorah punt returners have kind of trouble with that ball coming down with this wind, and Jake kind of had to lunge for that football. It bounced off him, and now you set Western Dubuque up with a good opportunity.
1:11 to play, quarter number one, a 7-0 lead, and 1st and 10 for Western Dubuque from the Decorah 14. Give off the right side at Ganson, runs into the baby ball, who denies him the 15-yard line. A Richter scale type hit, a 6.4 from number 64 there, loss of 1.
Austin Ashbacker really just having his way so far tonight in this game, at least on the defensive side of the ball. Rips through that offensive line, making plays in the backfield.
2nd and 11 from the 15. Receivers left and right. Tight end on the left side. Ganson and Bird split behind Baumhauer. Short drop. Baumhauer throws the right side. Incomplete. Cole Sweska had the coverage, and a flag is going to come in from the back judge on Austin Hush. On a slant pattern near the 10-yard line, they're going to roll that pass interference. Line judge on the far side, who had a great view of it, didn't throw his flag. Back judge, who didn't have a very good view of it, threw his flag.
And threw his flag very late there, and that looked like just impeccable coverage to me. He did everything right, reaching over with the proper hand to knock that ball away. But, like you said, the official who had a clear view of it didn't throw the flag and came in late.
30 seconds left, first quarter, 7-0 Decorah, 1st and goal at the 7. Give off the left side to Ganson, runs to the 5 to the end zone for the touchdown. Ganson pulls Western Dubuque within 1 with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikes got to quit shooting themselves in the foot here, Chris.
Yeah, and it's, something I like to talk about is, winning the turnover battle is one thing, but it's quite another if you can win the turnover battle and turn those turnovers into points. And, Decorah coughs up the punt, Western Dubuque turns it into 6.
And that's only the second time in the last 2 years that the Vikes have turned it over and an opponent has turned it into points. And here's the PAT attempt by Birds. It is up and it is good. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Vikes give Western Dubuque that one, and it's 7-7.
There's another one. Be ready. No, I've just been ready. That is a big truck driving around, and what do you do? They're called burning trucks. And people road state by moving snow in the winter, rock on the gravel roads, and even help build the road on today. They've been around longer than life. Wow. Burning rock products, laying the ground for family and community for 4 generations.
7-7 game, 25 seconds left in the quarter. First quarter over in New Hampton. New Hampton leading walk-on 6-0 for the 2A District 3 title over there tonight. And here we go. Give credit to Western Dubuque for making the plays when they were given the opportunity, but bottom line, Vikes have nobody to blame but themselves on that one.
Yeah, and you look at the roughing the passer call that extended the drive first of all, then you're able to get a stop, force a punt, but then you muff the punt, give them the ball inside the 15-yard line, and you can't keep pushing your luck like that and continue to be successful.
Cadets 14, Vinton nothing in the first quarter of that ball game. Here's the kick by Birds. They're going to kick it onside. It's loose. Being fought for at the 35, and Dustin Carey recovers it at the 34-yard line. Onside kick attempt by Western Dubuque. It bounced off a Decorah defender. Vikes weren't ready for that one, but Dustin Carey fortunately got on the football at the 34-yard line. Well, it's obvious Western Dubuque's going to pull out all the stops tonight, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have the most to play for here tonight, Darren, in terms of improving where they want to sit heading into next week.
First and 10, 34-yard line, moving left to right in a 7-7 ball game. Pierce takes the snap, gives on a counter play to the left side. Jake Hubden, he pinballs ahead to the 37-yard line and gets brought down right there. A gain of 3 for Jake Hubden on the play, and that's going to be the end of quarter number 1. 1 quarter done, 7-7.
Down the road, and all of a sudden, you get a flat. You squirt to the set here. Now there's a hole coming from the end. You're over 2,000. I'm an oil. I just don't have the time to change it yourself. You call Just Auto Repair and have eligible mechanics fix it right up. You can in a comfortable waiting area or enjoy your shopping in town while they fix your vehicle. Just on behind Bros on Commerce Drive.
Welcome back. Decorah with 3 first downs, Western Dubuque with 4. Decorah 59 yards rushing, Western Dubuque 19. Western Dubuque 30 passing. Decorah with 7. Western Dubuque 634 of offense. Decorah with 526. Decorah 2 of 3 on third downs. Western Dubuque with 0 of 2. And the one key stat in this game, 1 turnover, and that allowed Western Dubuque to get the opportunity to score. And penalties in this one as well. 3 penalties, 27 yards for Decorah, 1 for 9 for Western Dubuque.
And we were just talking during the break there, and on that onside kick, usually you figure, well, if we onside kick and don't get it, we're going to give up, great field position. With the way that ball rolled, it landed inside the Decorah 35, so not even stellar field position for the Vikings.
2nd and 7 from the 34-yard line. Sweska in motion, left to right, pitch to Joe Hansen, right side, looking to turn upfield. Gets the sideline to the 40. Gets by a defender and gets dragged down at the 42-yard line in front of the Western Dubuque bench. Pfeiffer brought him down. It's a gain on the play of 7. It's a 3rd and 2 upcoming for Decorah.
And you can definitely tell, that score and then almost recovering that onside kick kind of put a fire into this Western Dubuque team. Definitely going to be making it tough now on this Decorah offense, making them use all 3 downs to pick up the first
3rd
down.
and 2 from the 42-yard line in a tie game, 11:23 to play second quarter. Pierce takes pitch to Hubden, left side, a block from Joe Hansen. He runs to the 45, gets to the sideline, 50, he's to the 40, Jake to the 30, 25, 20, 15, and wrestled out of bounds by Shane Boschka. They will mark him at the 7-yard line. Correction, they will mark him at the 10, but Jake Hubden, Mr. Excitement, for 42 and a first down.
And, we saw it with Cole Sweska earlier. They love to get him on the outside, and if you can get Jake Hubden to the outside, he's that same type of guy. Once he gets that edge, he's going to turn on that second level of burst, and he gets up the sideline, and if it weren't for one defender taking a pretty good angle there, he's got another 6 points on his resume.
They're going to mark him at the 8, so give him 44 on the previous play. First and goal at the 8-yard line for Decorah. Pierce takes, gives to Joe Hansen, left side, starts left, cuts it back to the right, lunges to the goal line. He gets brought down by Shane Boschka at the 1-yard line, a gain of 7 yards.
Another tough run by Holt Johansson. You just can't say enough about the way that kid plays football when he's got the rock in his hands, just running up the middle, putting those shoulders down, fighting for every yard.
10:47 to play second quarter. We're tied at 7. It's a 2nd and goal at the 1. Moving to the south end zone, to the end zone to our left. Meyer to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right. It's Kane, I formation with Joe Hansen and Hubden. Pierce takes, gives to Hubden, left side, he's in! Touchdown! Jake Hubden did not score for the first time in his career last week. He scores this week. It's 13-7 to Decorah with 10:28 to play second quarter.
And Jake Hubden doing the majority of the work to set him up, inside the 10-yard line, and he gets rewarded with a touchdown run there and a big response after, giving up the score to Western Dubuque on that last series.
66 yards, 5 plays, 1:57 off the clock. Cole Sweska for the PAT, and It was cool that Jake had a lot to do with that drive. He was the one that fumbled the ball earlier. He didn't let that mistake linger.
Definitely. You love to see that anytime a guy can come back, respond like that, and atone for a mistake.
Sweska's PAT up and good. 14-7 Decorah, 10:28 to play.
And weatherize your home with a new storm door from Larson. Time, get a 50 mail-in rebate on all Larson doors at Stonham Road. Adding a storm door to your enhance the look of your home, add ventilation, style, all Larson storm doors, quality good with energy efficiency in mind. Now's the time to buy with a from Larson and Stonham Road.
Decorah will kick off from right to left, trailing 14-7. The people they let in this press box at Western Dubuque. I don't know. Boy. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECRadio.net. Darren Swenson, Chris Wanless, and a cast of thousands here at Western Dubuque High School. It's 14-7 Decorah. Decorah scored twice. Both times they've had an offensive possession. They fumbled it on a punt return, which gave Western Dubuque their only score of the night. Cole Sweska will kick off against a win, and based on the flags on the north end of the stadium, that breeze is still pretty good. This is a lower kick that bounces near the 15. Trouble picking it up. Austin Hush does it on the near side. Numbers at the 10. He's hemmed in. He gets to the sideline. He runs into the baby bull. He gets brought down at the 11. Austin Ashbacker, Alec Felshul, and Easton Schmidt combine on the stop, and Austin Ashbacker doing it in all phases.
A great job at gang tackling there, but one guy I notice pretty much every time Decorah kicks off is Jacob Leafs coming down, just burying his blocker, really pushed him back into the ball carrier, making him switch fields, and then the rest of that coverage unit coming down and pinning West Dubuque back in their own territory.
They move left to right, give to Ganson left side, looking to turn upfield, gets dragged down by the aforementioned Jacob Leaps near the left side hash mark at the 15. Is a gain of 4 yards for Ganson.
And they continue to run that off tackle style play, which has been moderately successful for them. They've had more success going in that A gap, if you will, off the guards. But this Viking defense now, after getting that score by the offense, this is a big spot to step up and force a punt.
Makokata leading Clear Creek Amana 7-0 first quarter. Second end of the first quarter, Solon leading Benton 14-7. Here is Baumhauer rolling out to his right side. He fires the right side, incomplete, threw it wide of the mark of Pfeiffer near the 22-yard line. Dylan Henning had step-for-step coverage, and it's third down upcoming.
And Dylan Henning, doing a great job of not trying to step in front of that route or trying to play the ball too much, making sure that it was going to fall incomplete, and making sure that if the receiver did come down with it, he wasn't going to go anywhere after the catch.
Cardinals now have a 14-0 lead on Clear Creek Amana Diaz Makokata in the second quarter. 3rd and 6 it'll be for Western Dubuque, trailing 14-7 with 9:34 to play second quarter. Western Dubuque is 0 of 2 on third down. Split backs, wing left, split to the right side is Rosales. Dropping back to throw is Baumhauer. Has nice protection, throws over the middle, catch made by Rosales, cutting left. He's across the 45 and into Decorah territory. Brought down by Jake Hubden at the Decorah 47 in front of the Western Dubuque far sideline bench. It's a gain of 38 and a first down. Rosales was wide open in the Decorah zone.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you give a quarterback time to stand back there and go through his reads. You end up with a receiver running wide open across the middle of the field, and not only do you give up the catch, you give up a large number of yards after the catch.
So first down at 10 at the 47-yard line. Moving left to right, ours Western Dubuque trailing 14-7 with 9:15 to play second quarter. Baumhauer will take the snap, give up the middle to Birds, and he gets brought down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Brought down on the play by Kyle Kane amongst others. Birds gets a gain of 3 yards on the play, but we've seen enough out of this Western Dubuque offense. You can see why they're second ranked in the district in that category, Chris.
Yeah, and you look at a play like the previous play, obviously they're able to throw the ball, but they've had pretty decent success with that just straight up the middle running game.
2nd and 6 from the 43. Baumhover gives off the right side to Birds. Birds runs into Johansson and Ashbacker and gets knocked back at the 40-yard line. Birds able to get about 3 on that play, so it's 3rd down and 4 upcoming from the 41-yard line in Decorah territory. 8:25 to play, quarter number 2, 14-7 Decorah.
A lot better job there by the front 7 of the Viking defense, filling up the gaps and clogging those running lanes, but a big 3rd down for this defense here to get off the field.
Halftime in Marion. Marion leading DeWitt Central 7-0. Marion fighting for their playoff lives tonight. 3rd and 4 from the 41-yard line. 14-7 Decorah leads it here. Baumhover takes the snap, has time, pumps once, rolls out to his right side, chased by Sean Troen, dumped by Carey, and he lost the football and he throws it incomplete. There was not a receiver in Dubuque County in that area. That is an intentional grounding if I have ever seen one. There was not a receiver in Dubuque County. Throw the flag, sir.
Darren, definitely a very curious no call there.
He was throwing the ball away. The ball was nowhere near anyone wearing black who was an eligible receiver. There was linemen around, but that was a bad miss right there. Pfeiffer takes the snap on the punt. It bounces near the 2-yard line and hops into the end zone, so it will be a touchback. 41-yard punt, no return. 7:45 to play second quarter. 14-7 Decorah leads it, but I think my audience knows I don't say a lot about officiating. That was absolutely terrible.
Well, I mean, it's
and you don't talk to your headlinesman on the near side. You don't talk to anyone who is in the area. At least have that conversation and sell that you're thinking about it. Horrible mechanics by this crew.
And I mean, you have to look at the other requisites for a no call there. A, was he out of the pocket? B,
no, that has nothing to do with high school football.
The ball still has to get.
That has nothing to do with high school football. So 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I better review my rule book.
Here's the give up the middle to Johansson on the right side. Johansson runs up to the 22-yard line and gets stood up and knocked back from there. He never got knocked down. And that's a confusing thing. That's one of those rules that you see on a Saturday and a Sunday, and folks think they can apply that to Monday or to Friday nights. Bottom line, it has nothing to do with the pocket rule in high school football, and it has nothing to do with getting the ball back to the line of scrimmage. It's a misunderstood rule by high school football fans because it's different at the college and pro level. So 2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. High formation in the backfield, receivers left and right. Tight end on the left side is Kyle Kane. Vikes moving right to left. Pitch to Savarov, gets a block, turns upfield across the 25 and squirts ahead to the 27-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 29 as Ben Birds brought him down with some assistance coming from Dylan Hofler. It's 3rd down upcoming.
And, this is going to be another big 3rd down for the offense coming up, getting close to that, midway point of this second quarter. You want to pick up this 1st down, keep your offense out there.
3rd and 1 from the 29, 6.5 to play first quarter, 14-7 Decorah with the advantage. Here is Pierce, gives to Savarov off the left side, gets the 1st down, gets dragged down at the 31-yard line. Birds in on the stop amongst others. It's gain of 2, didn't get a lot, but didn't need a lot either there, Chris.
No, not a whole lot doing on that play, but, achieved the most important goal, which is picking up that 1st down, keeping this drive going. And, if you can take as much time as you can off this clock and end up, getting some points out of this drive, you've accomplished goal number 1.
They mark it 1st down and 10 at the 32-yard line. Breitenmeyer to the right side. Wing back right is Sweska. Split backs in the backfield. Tight end left is Kane. Dropping a throw is Pierce. Pierce has protection. Now rolls to his right. Fires the right side, and it's bobbled and dropped by Breitenmeyer, who was in between 2 defenders. Pfeiffer, the primary defender, on the far side. Numbers at the 43-yard line. Brighton would like to have that one back.
Yeah, and that was a nice job by Bryce Pierce throwing, on the run. Had to roll out to his right side, threw it out there, and you want to see Brighton come down with that. It just hit him in the hands, wasn't able to come down with it, but he's going to have to, you like to talk about receivers having a short memory, you just have to put that one away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Football left or near side hash mark. Here as Pierce takes, gives off the left side to Savarov, runs to the 35, and he gets covered up at the 35-yard line. Savarov gets 3. It's a 3rd down and 7 upcoming with 5:43 to play second quarter. It's 14-7 Decorah.
Interesting situation now with, once you get into that 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 area, it's considered a 3rd and long. So definitely going to be interesting to see what route Decorah goes here.
3rd and 7 from the 35-yard line. Receivers left and right. Wing back left, split backs in the backfield with Savarov and Johansson. Pierce takes the snap, throws the right side. It is bobbled and dropped by Kyle Kane. Wouldn't have been an easy catch, but Kyle would like to have that one back at the 45-yard line. Riley Pfeiffer had coverage, 4th down, and Holt Johansson, the state's 7th leading punter, will come onto the field.
The defender did have good coverage on that, got his hand kind of swiped at the ball right as it was coming into Kyle, but again, hit him in the hands, and you just gotta put that one away and make up for it later.
Snap back in good shape, and he'll move forward, get the kick away, coming down to the near side. Hush lets that one bounce out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Doc Mayer misjudged it on the near sideline, otherwise he would have made the fair catch, as they're going to mark him at the 39, so only a 26-yard punt no return. 5:09 to play second quarter. It's a 14-7 lead for Decorah, and it kind of seems like an ominous lead. The momentum seemingly on the side of the Bobcats right now, Chris.
Western Dubuque coming up with a great defensive stand on that series, Darren, and now Decorah's defense has to respond with some of the same.
1st down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Bobcats left to right. Here is the give to Ganson. Cuts it back to the right and gets covered up at the 42-yard line. It was Holt Johansson, amongst others, making the stop. It's a gain of 3 yards for Ganson.
Much better job on the off guard run, if you will, that time. It's something that obviously we've talked about that Western Dubuque has had some success with tonight, but the interior of the defensive line doing a lot better job on that play.
Makokata leading Clear Creek Amana 21-7. 7:30 left in the second quarter. Another game we're watching out of District 6 tonight. 2nd and 7 from the 42. Give up the middle is to Birds as he powers off the left side, running to the 45-yard line. Brought down on the near side hash mark off the bottom of the pile, Michael Ruiz for Decorah.
And, more of the same here for the Viking defense. Big 3rd down. You want to get off the field here, get the ball back, and, give your offense one more opportunity to put some points on the board before the half.
Western Dubuque is 1 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. 4-minute mark, first quarter. It's a 14-7 lead for Decorah. To the left side, Pfeiffer. Wing back right is Boschka. Split backs, Ganson and Bird. Baumhover under center. Decorah showing blitz, and jumping over the football is Michael Ruiz at the right defensive tackle position, and that will give Western Dubuque a 1st down. And that's the one that drives coaches nuts. The football's right there.
Yeah, and it's something you're taught as a defensive lineman. You're taught to watch the football. Don't disregard the snap count that the quarterback is giving you. But sometimes you get caught in that kind of trap listening to the quarterback, and you saw it there.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. 3:40 to play till halftime. Baumhover quick toss left side. It's caught by Hush at the 48-yard line. Moves ahead between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side. He gets brought down by Cole Rohr at the 46-yard line. It is a gain of 4 yards.
And it probably could have been a bigger gain if after the catch he had just turned to the inside of the field. But, reverse pivoted, so to speak, and lost some ground before he actually moved forward.
So 2nd down and 6 from the 46-yard line. To the left side will go Pfeiffer. Wing back right is Boschka. Split backs in the backfield. Give to Birds. Left side. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Wrestled down by Austin Ashbacker. Loose football over there. Surprise, surprise. Going to say he was down at the 41-yard line.
And, it's going to end up being a 3rd and short here. And that first offensive series that Decorah had tonight where they really sustained the drive, I think it ended up being 12 or 13 plays.
11 to be precise.
11 plays. So, we're seeing Western Dubuque now being able to kind of sustain this drive, winding down to the end of the half.
3rd and 1 from the 41-yard line. Split backs in the backfield. Boschke wing left. Baumhofer takes, gives to Ganson, cuts it back to the right, gets Drake back from the 40-yard line. I believe they will have the first down based on the spot of the football. Holt Johansson had the stop for Decorah. It is a gain of about a yard. They'll toss it out to the line judge on the far side, and they may have to bring the sticks in and to make sure this one is official. So we'll wait on that. 2:21 to play till halftime. We'll have an extended version of the Viking Sports Report at halftime. Talk about yesterday down in Waverly. The Viking boys and girls cross-country teams qualifying for state for the 8th time in a row for the boys, and the 10th time in a row for the boys, the 8th time in a row for the girls. We'll hear a little bit from Christy Nimrod and Dennis Sevelsizer. We'll keep you up to date on the scoreboard as well. And actually, negative Nancy Darren Swenson says it was a first down, and it's now 4th and inches. And they're just going to be a skosh short, as John Carlson would say.
I gotta believe they're going to keep the offense on the field here, Darren. With how well their defense has played, especially looking at that last series, I think they're pretty confident they can pick up 3 or 4 inches here.
So 4th and inches from the 40-yard line. You got to basically get inside the 40, and the nose of the football is right on the 40 right now. Football left or far side, hash mark. Pfeiffer left, wing back right is Boschke, and here is Baumhofer taking the snap, going behind the blocking of his center. Tyler Johnson just moves ahead to the 39-yard line, and he will get the first down, brought down by Michael Ruiz. 2:10 to play till halftime. Each team with 3 timeouts remaining. It's 14-7 Decorah.
Western Dubuque kind of in that in-between area, though, now with clock coming up on 2 minutes. Even though they're on the 39, you got to look at ways you can move the ball a little bit quicker here now. 1st and 10, 39-yard line. Baumhofer with a 4-man front for Decorah. He'll take the snap, pump once, rolls out to his right side, being chased by Ashbacker. Looks to turn upfield, gets inside the 40-yard line and thrown to the sideline. On the near side by Dustin Carey as well as Kyle Kane. They'll mark him at the 36. A scramble of 3 for Baumhofer. Clock runs with 1.5 minutes to play till halftime. Really shocked Western Dubuque hasn't used any timeouts yet. And the quarterback he definitely didn't help himself out there. Once he got outside of the pocket, just tucked the ball and ran with it. Didn't keep that ball high and even try to make the defenders think he could still throw.
2nd and 6 from the 35. Give to Ganson, left side, looks for a gap, finds run. He runs to the 30, gets to the sideline, 25-20. Jake Hubden jumps on and doesn't let go at the 14-yard line. Ganson got a little bit of a gap and runs for 22, and a first down as Hubden brought him down outside the numbers. All that kid needs is a little bit of a gap, and he can go, Chris.
Yeah, he got just a little, just enough of a seam there to break through at the point of attack. Got to the 2nd level, and luckily Jake Hubden was able to run him down.
14-7 the score, 1 minute to play till halftime. First down and 10 at the 14. Decorah gets the ball to start the second half. Give on the right side to Ganson, trying to cut it back, runs into Holt Johansson, gets covered up, and now Western Dubuque will take a timeout. Michael Savaroff, Sean Truan also helping out as Ganson loses 1 or 2 on the carry, and we'll take a timeout.
Buick GMC is a proud sponsor of the Decorah touchdown with the range 2014 Sierra pickup on regular cab, crew cab, and the new Sierra boasts best in class V8 high autonomy at 23 miles per gallon. Include 8-inch color touch radio with more safety features and an all-new featuring easier to use controls and comfortable seats. We invite you to test drive the latest, safest, most refined pickup at Wise Buick GMC.
Western Dubuque High School, 14-7 the score. Decorah on top. Walk-On has taken a 7-6 lead on New Hampton at the halftime break in the 2A District 3 championship in that one. 2 timeouts remaining. It's 2nd down and 9 for Western Dubuque, or 2nd and 12, I should say, for Western Dubuque. Back to the 16-yard line, moving left to right, trailing 14-7. Baumhauber will take the snap, drops back to throw, has plenty of time, fires to the end zone, leaping grab is made by Pfeiffer, touchdown. He beat Cole Sweska to the post, and the Bobcats within an extra point of tying this baby up.
And it's the second time we've seen tonight Cole Sweska not poor coverage on that play. He was, in the area, but again, a Western Dubuque quarterback to receiver combo really making a nice play there, putting the ball where only his guy could really come down with it.
61 yards, 10 plays, 3:24 off the clock, and the PAT is up and good. So 14-14 with 45 seconds left here in the first half. For Baumhauber, that's touchdown number 11. For Pfeiffer, that's touchdown number 3 on the season. So 14-14 the score right now. And we'll see how the Vikings handle it coming out of the break. Good ball game here tonight, and kind of warned that Decorah was going to be in for a battle, and Western Dubuque matching Decorah with every punch right now.
Yeah, and 2 weeks ago, Coach Post talked about how going into the game against Crestwood, they kind of knew that Crestwood was going to be able to at least match their physicality, and they did so for pretty much all of that game. But we've seen here tonight, Darren, Western Dubuque has come out and played incredibly physical. They've played with great intensity, and they've matched the physicality of Decorah, and I dare say to this point they've even surpassed Decorah in that category.
And Decorah has the hands team up here because Western Dubuque onside kicked their last attempt and darn near got it. Jake Hovden is the only man back deep as Birds will kick. It comes down to the far side at the 15-yard line. Hovden takes it out a hop far side. Numbers at the 10 to the 15. He's to the 20. Jake up the far sideline. Breaking tackles across the 30 and brought down at the 35-yard line. 35 seconds to play till halftime. Hovden with a nice return. Decorah with decent field position. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Looked for a second there like Jake might have some daylight on that far sideline, but Western Dubuque, kind of just funneling him into an area, into the tackle. But 3 timeouts, 35-yard line for Decorah. Wouldn't be surprised if, maybe they try to do something on first down, perhaps a draw here, see what they pick up, or, maybe just kind of sit on it and end the half.
1st and 10, 35-yard line with 35 seconds to play here in the first half. Pierce will take the snap, counter coming to Sweska. Block runs to the 40. He moves ahead to the 41-yard line and gets covered up right there by Ben Bird. So a gain of 6 yards. 25 seconds left here in the half as the Vikes in no hurry right now. We do have to send a hello out to Andy Sinkink. He is not here tonight, recovering from a bad flu. So get well soon, Andy, and let's see you next Wednesday night. 14-14. We got a ball game here, Chris.
We sure do, Darren. This is, and you can see it as the Western Dubuque players run off the field. They're, got a lot of, as Coach Post would say, some pep in their step, and you can't blame them. They've come out in this first half and played a very good ball game against a Decorah team that, obviously came into this game undefeated, riding high, and Western Dubuque has matched them punch for punch.
14-14 the score as we go to the halftime break. The approach and the kick. This one going to be on the ground once again. It's picked up by Colin Nimrod at the 39-yard line, and Nimrod will get brought down at the 40. So they tried the onside kick again. No fooling the Joel Rollinger-led special teams unit for Decorah that time.
Yeah, and I think anytime the return unit's on the field now for the Vikings, you're probably going to see that hands team, just because you don't want to take that chance of giving Western Dubuque the ball in that good field position. But if they're going to do that, now you look at the Vikings have the ball in good field position of their own at the 40-yard line.
And ideally, that's the last time the return unit will be on the field tonight. Vikes move left to right, and they have the wind at their back here in the third quarter. I formation in the backfield. Here's the give to Johansson up the middle of the 45. He's to the 50. Runs to the 40. Near sideline 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! One play into the second half, and Decorah takes the lead back 20-14. Holt Johansson on a 60-yard touchdown run. His 11th touchdown this season.
Talk about setting the tone, Darren. The Vikings come out, they get the good field position from that the kickoff that went on the ground, and one play, one touchdown here in the second half. Great job by this Viking offense to take that momentum right away.
And Cole Sweska on to attempt the PAT. Carter Zidlicki will snap it, and Drake Schuring will hold it. Snap, spot, kick. Up, and good. 21-14 Decorah, 11:44 to play second half. And let's take a timeout.
Auto Plus endorsement protects tires, even those with wet noses. Even $500 for veterinary bills if your pet is in an auto accident. Auto Plus your car if there's a total loss within the first. Our coverage even protects you if you lock your car and have to call a professional pocket. Now, healthy of working together. Visit us on GrinnellMutual.com or visit your Grinnell Mutual agent Phil Norton with Win Mutual at 382-29 for details.
11:44 to play third quarter. The Vikings up 21-14 on a Holt Johansson 60-yard touchdown run. His second longest run of the year. He had a 68-yard touchdown run earlier this year.
Just an outstanding job by the Viking offense. Holt got to the edge, and there was really only one man that had a chance to make a play on him, and then he got picked up on the outside by Dylan Henning blocking downfield, and from that point it was just a matter of Holt scampering down into the end zone, and just a great way to set the tone right away in the second half for the Vikings.
Holt Johansson on the touchdown run, and Cole Sweska on the kickoff, and that one's going to go 8 yards deep into the end zone, so Western Dubuque will start first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Moving right to left, trailing 21-14. 23 straight games Holt Johansson has had a run of at least 10 yards.
It just speaks to the dynamic type of the dynamic type of play that he brings to this offense. He can be that tough-nosed, hard-nosed runner, and he can get out in open space and make big plays.
First and 10, 20-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left, split backs in the backfield. Here is the give up the middle to Ganson as he squeezes through. A correction, it was Birds as he gets to the 23-yard line as he tried the right side. Holt Johansson off the bottom of the pile, a gain of 3.
And now that you've set the tone offensively, you want your defense now to be able to step on the field, set the tone defensively, come up with a stop here, and put the ball back in the hands of the offense.
Second down, 7 from the 23-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Baumhover with split backs behind him. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds. Once again, lost his footing a bit. A loose football near the 20-yard line. Being fought for. And it's recovered by Decorah. Where's the signal? It's third down upcoming.
Wow.
Austin Ashbacker had the football. There was no whistle, but hey, it's a loss of a yard. Good play up front by the defense. It's third down upcoming.
You'll take the result of the play, but it looked to me, Darren, the ball was clearly out. But like you said, it is what it is, and get a stop here, and you put yourself in good position.
3rd and 8 from the 22, 21-14 Decorah, a minute and a half into the second half. Here is Baumhover, takes the snap, rolls to his right side, got by Ashbacker, pumping once, and gets dumped back at the 23-yard line. Austin Ashbacker and Dustin Carey actually was the primary defender on the play. It's a 3 and out from the defense.
And this Viking team has come out of the halftime break with so much enthusiasm. The offense gets the score right away, and the defense comes up with a huge 3-and-out here on their first attempt of the second half. So the Vikings definitely coming out a lot hotter here.
Pfeiffer 3-punch, 33 1/3 yard average in the first half. Snapback in good shape, moves forward, gets a kick away, and that one is going to end up on lane number 4 in the track, as it will go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, a 6-yard punt for Riley Pfeiffer. And Decorah will have it 1st and 10 at the Western Dubuque 28, 21-14 Decorah. Another golden chance due to the miscue on special teams by the Bobcats.
Just struck that ball pretty poorly off his foot, and the Vikings, especially earlier in the year, made a lot of their living off taking advantage of short fields, and they've got a great opportunity to do so here.
So, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. To the right side, Meyer. Wing back right is Sweska. Tight end left is Kane. Split backs Hovden and Johansson. Give to Jake. Starts right. Cuts back left. Plows ahead to the 25-yard line and gets thrown down there. Birds in on the stop. Help came from Andrew Meyer. It's a gain of 3 yards.
And after that long run for the touchdown by Johansson, you can see Western Dubuque a little more cautious now, playing for the run, but Jake Hovden still able to cross the line of scrimmage and power ahead for a pretty good first down pickup.
2nd and 7 from the 25-yard line. To the right side goes Henning. Wing back right, Sweska. Tight end left is Kane. Split backs with Hovden and with Johansson. Give to Jake, right side. Gets the sideline. A block from Ashbacker to the 15. A block from Henning to the 10. 5, touchdown! Jake Hovden, his second score of the night. The Vikes out with fire and brimstone here in the second half. It's 27-14 Decorah. 2:58 into quarter number 3.
Jake Hovden getting to the edge this time, and I believe it was Dylan Henning again out on the edge providing a block on the defensive back. And 2 drives in a row now we've seen Decorah come out, make the big play, and extend this lead to 2 scores.
So Cole Sweska on to attempt the PAT.
Yeah, that's what's the deal with the block by Dylan Henning. That might be your family table pancake block game.
Drake Skirring will hold it for Carter Zidlicky's snap, and Drake bobbled the snap. He'll roll to his right side. He'll throw to the end zone, and it's incomplete. He went for Severson, but couldn't quite do it, as Drake bobbled the snap from Carter Zidlicky, trying to make something happen. It didn't happen, so 13-point lead for Decorah, 9:02 to play in the third. Let's take a break for Kelly.
Chiropractic offices of Dr. Kelly Riggin are supporters of the Decorah Vikings, and they know you're an athlete. At times, things on your body back, and if you're a former athlete, you're suffering from old sports injuries. Time to set up an appointment with the chiropractic office of Kelly Riggin in Decorah. Dr. Riggin can reduce and help eliminate the sports injuries, both new and old. Live in pain. Call the chiropractic office of Kelly Riggin today and feel great again. 563-382-44.
27-14 Decorah leading with 9:02 to play in the third, and you were saying in the break about that bobbled extra point.
If you can take a positive from a missed extra point, when a play gets when a snap gets bobbled like that on the extra point, everyone's got an assignment for where they're supposed to go, and it's something we haven't necessarily seen so far this year, but they executed it perfectly. They weren't able to come down with the ball in the end zone, but everyone was where they were supposed to be.
So, kicking off from left to right will be Cole Sweska with a strong breeze at their back. Here is Sweska's kick. It is deep, and it is not playable as it's caught 8 yards deep. So 1st down at 10 at the 20-yard line for Western Dubuque. Interesting call at halftime for Western Dubuque, choosing to go into the wind in the third quarter as compared to take the wind. Apparently, the winds might be staying in the same direction, but in a game of momentum like this, that was quite the interesting call there, Chris.
Yeah, and like we said, the wind can definitely play a factor, and now it's going to be an uphill battle for this quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Give off the left side to Ganson. Runs into the baby ball and gets erased. Back at the 18-yard line. A loss of 3 back to the 17-yard line.
I mean, what else can you say about Austin Ashbacker tonight? He's having probably one of his best games of the season, and that's saying something because he's been outstanding all year, but he just seems to be around the ball on every single snap tonight.
2nd and 13 from the 17-yard line. Jake Rosales to the right side. Split backs in the backfield. Boschke, the wing back on the left side. Baumhover under center as Boschke goes in motion left to right. Baumhover on the roll to the right side. Pumps once. Throws the right side. Picked off. Jake Upton at the 35. Running to his right. Hits to the near sideline at the 30. He's to the 25-20. Jake Upton to the 15. 10, 5. Touchdown! Jake Upton, and there's a flag down late. There's a flag down late at the 10-yard line. But Jake Upton, who had an interception taken away from him on a roughing the passer call earlier tonight, will get one here. He won't get the pick six, but Decorah will have the football should this be against Decorah.
It looks like it's definitely looks like it's going to be on the return, but the interception is going to stand, like you said, Darren.
They're pointing Western Dubuque's way. They're pointing Western Dubuque's way. And they're lining up for an extra point. I didn't see an official. The touchdown is good.
I didn't see a signal.
Mary Herman, our stat person, telling us it's a face mask on the return. So Jake Upton with a hack trick of touchdowns tonight. 33-14 Decorah.
What an outstanding individual effort on that play by Jake, getting the pick, reversing fields all the way to the near side, and then you got to give credit to the other guys on that defensive unit forming a lane for him up the near sideline, cuts it back into the end zone, and we're less than 4 minutes into this second half, and we've scored 3 times already, Darren. This is just a completely different team.
To Schuring for Sleska's PAT that is up and good. 8:03 to play in the third. And in the first 3:57 of the second half, Decorah has outscored Western Dubuque 20-0.
There's another one. Be ready. No, I'm just ready. That is so big trucks driving around in the Western. They're called burning trucks, and all roads safe by moving snow in the winter on the roads, and you can help build the roads we drive. They've been around longer than you've been alive. Wow! So this thing. Exactly. Burning rock products, laying the groundwork for your community for 4 generations.
Cole Sweska will move from left to right or to kick off the game. The penalty is being enforced on the kickoff, so Cole Sweska will kick off from the Decorah or the Western Dubuque 45-yard line. We'll see if he can't get this one to Clayton County.
Shades of Andrew Casper.
Yes. And that was all started by Chris Wanless fair catch. As we discussed last week when Mr. Casper visited the press box. After 3 quarters, New Hampton leading walk-on 12-7 as Sweska's kick will be wide left and short, but it will still be a touchback. So 1st and 10, Western Dubuque at the 20-yard line.
This has just been a completely different team here in the beginning of the second half, Darren. You know, like you said during the break, maybe it was just a matter of getting into halftime, getting some post toasties into these guys' systems.
34-14, 8:03 to play in the third. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson, Chris Wanless from Epworth, Western Dubuque High School. Baumhover with split backs in the backfield. Boschke wing left, goes in motion right. Pfeiffer split to the right side. Baumhover gives up the middle to Birds, and he gets dragged out right at the line of scrimmage. Austin Ashbacker tripped him up. Kyle Kane finished him off. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Another great play just right at the line of scrimmage there by that front 7. Forcing Western Dubuque now to, kind of dig into their playbook a little bit, forcing 2nd and long.
Makoka, the leading Clear Creek Amana 35-14. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Split backs to the backfield, wing left. Baumhover takes, gives to Ganson, sweeping left, looking to turn upfield, gets bumped down at the 22-yard line. It was Kyle Kane and Michael Savarov who combined on the stop, or correction, it was Brighton Meyer and Savarov that brought him down. A gain of 3, 3rd down upcoming.
This defensive unit just doing an outstanding job so far here in the second half, really limiting the space that Western Dubuque has to work with.
7:05 to play in the third, 34-14 Decorah. To the left side, Pfeiffer. Split backs and a wing right is Boschke. Baumhover under center with the football on the left or near side hash mark. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back to throw. He'll throw the right side. He'll fire over the middle. Incomplete. Pfeiffer was in the intended receiver. Brighton Meyer a little slow in getting up. And it's 4th down upcoming.
Looked like Brighton maybe just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit there. It's you got to keep in mind it's a cold night out there. The ground is going to be pretty hard when you come down. But great job again by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. And punting into this wind is no easy task. And Decorah should be set up with another short field here.
34-14 the score. 6:49 to play in the third quarter. It was 14-14 at the halftime break. Pfeiffer on in punt formation with Hovden and Sweska back deep. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away, and that one just going to get knocked down by the wind. It bounces at the 49, and looks like a wedge from Craig Anderson at Oneota at the 46-yard line in Decorah territory. So, all in all, not too bad of a punt. 20 or 31 yards, no return. So Decorah will start in their own territory. 6:37 to play here in the third. It is a 34-14 lead for the Vikings, and they move on offense from left to right. So 1st down at 10 upcoming from the 46-yard line. A little bit of a delay here as Cole Sweska ties his shoe. I think Riley Rue is in at the power guard position as Austin Ashbacker getting a well-deserved breather here on the sideline. Sean Truan still in at center. Ellsburn and Rue at the power side. Cole Hamilton and Nick Gosling on the quick side. Kane, the tight end, right side of the line. Sweska, the wing back, left. Savarov and Johansson, split backs. Trapping to throw is Bryce Pierce. Pierce firing over the middle. Catch made by Sweska, 33. Runs to his right to the 30 and gets brought down outside the numbers on the near side by Pfeiffer at the 30-yard line. A 24-yard gain and a 1st down.
And that's where you really see, the running game that's been so successful so far in the second half for Decorah, really setting up that pass. A nice ball by Bryce Pierce, really laying it in there, but Cole Sweska pretty much wide open down the middle of the field. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, so give him 25 on the previous play. Heading to the left side, Sweska wing left, tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Johansson and Savarov, giving it a delay to Johansson right side. For initial hole was covered up. He tried to bounce it right and gets covered up by Andrew Meyer and Riley Pfeiffer near the 28-yard line. It's only a gain of a yard on the previous play. 2nd down upcoming. We're only at the halfway point of the third quarter. It's 34-14 Decorah. He couldn't run where he wanted to go initially on that play, and had to bounce it outside, but really nowhere to go.
2nd down and 9 from the 28-yard line. To the left side is Rohr. Wing left is Sweska. Tight end right is Kane. Dropping the throw is Bryce Pierce. Pierce throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was too tall for Kyle Kane, too short for Cole Rohr, and Rohr almost got a hand on the football near the 10-yard line, so a 3rd down and 8 upcoming.
Pretty well covered there by Western Dubuque. They had a lot of bodies in the area, and two Decorah receivers kind of had a chance on that play, but unfortunately neither could come down with it.
New Hampton has taken a 19-7 lead on walk-on with 9:42 to play in the fourth quarter. 34-14, Decorah leads it here with 5:32 to play in the third. 3rd and 9. Here's the give to Savarov up the middle. 15-10-5 touchdown. Michael Savarov with a big hole up the middle. gets his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, his 7th overall touchdown of the season. It's 40-14 Decorah.
And once he got those first 6 or 7 yards, you could tell no one was going to catch him. He turned on that next level kind of burst of speed and just cruised right into the end zone.
54 yards, 4 plays, taking 1:11 off the clock. Toss goes to Jay Covden on the 2-point run, and he walks into the end zone for the score. Jay Covden with the 2-point run, and it's 42-14 Decorah with 5:25 to play here in the third.
Since 1960, Wick's primary aim has been to execute a job at a fair price. Whether it's the sidewalks you walk on, house you live, there's a good chance construction is a part of building it. Residential and commercial foundation, along with a wide range of services, including spray-on waterproof basement. Wick's Construction in Decorah, a company with a solid reputation for a strong foundation.
42-14 Decorah. Got to say hi to the McDonough family listening back in Decorah tonight. Minowa Heights pride, right?
Oh yeah, it's we take pride in where we come from. I know you're proud to be part of the Flats Posse. So,
and I'm such a uniter, not a divider. I'll even say hi to Wartburg people.
Yeah, there we go.
They're Decorah people first. So, as Cole Sweska will kick off from left to right, 42-14 Decorah. We'll discuss that extra point play here in a second, as Cole Sweska has put all but one of his kickoffs into the end zone tonight. Wind blows off, so Sam Johnson will get his balance on at the 40-yard line. Is there anything Sam doesn't do on special teams?
I don't think there's anything we have not seen him do on
exactly.
special teams.
I just want to see that kid get in the end zone, as this kick is shorter, as it will be caught by Pfeiffer at the 3, runs to the 5 to the 10, running laterally to his right. He's to the 15, 20, and Dylan Henning will jump on him and bring him down at the 29-yard line. So first down and 10 from that point. There's going to be some extracurricular activity. Easton Schmitz was involved with a Western Dubuque player on special teams. We'll see which way it goes. Dylan Hofler was the man that will get the flag. So frustration setting in for Western Dubuque. That was after the play, and sometimes things like that happen in the emotional game of football. Let's go back to that 2-point play. Decorah obviously lines up in the swinging gate. What are their options based on the matchups they get special teams-wise there, Chris?
Well, as you've seen with the swinging gate, they start over on the far side of the field there, but, they can either toss it over and try to run it in. They can line up for the field goal, or the extra point, or they can, snap it in that extra point formation and then pass it. Based on how many bodies the opponent has over there, that's where you're going to see and make the call whether you want to toss it or not.
And basically, if there's 4 or 5 bodies with the holder, the kicker, and the center, will explain it further. So it's first down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Baumhofer will take the snap, swings it out right side, caught by Hush at the 11, one-on-one with Sweska. Hush up to the 20-yard line. Cole hangs on and knocks him back from that point. It's a gain of 6 yards. So if there's 4 or 5 guys with the holder, the center, and the kicker, you basically got to toss it to the other side, because matchup-wise, that's what you got, correct?
Yeah, and it's some people with that don't know a whole lot about it will probably look at it as maybe running up the score, but basically it comes down to matchups and taking what the other team is giving you.
2nd and 4 from the 20-yard line with 4:40 to play in the third. Here's Baumhofer, gives to Ganson, tripped up by who else? The baby bull, Austin Ashbacker, back at the 17-yard line. It's a loss of 3.
Just an outstanding individual performance tonight by Austin on the defensive side of the ball. He's been in on, it seems like, every play here tonight, and really showing why he's looked at as one of the top playmakers for this Viking squad.
3rd and 7, back to the 17-yard line. Pfeiffer to the right side. Wing back left is Hush. Split backs in the backfield. Baumhofer takes the snap. Under pressure. Hit by Ashbacker. Sack! A loss back to the 17-yard line. There he is again. Austin Ashbacker.
I
The only thing that's a flaw tonight, he's got his shoulder pad sticking out of his jersey right now.
What else can you ask him to do? I mean, he basically the only thing he's got left to do on defense now is to maybe pick a ball off. But my goodness, he's all over the field tonight.
And Pfeiffer on to punt for the sixth time tonight. He's averaging 27.8 a punt. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward. He'll get the kick away. And calling for the fair catch. And it bounces off of Cole Sweska near the 35-yard line and will get covered up. And I believe they're going to rule it didn't touch Sweska. And they're going to say Decorah will have the football at the 33-yard line. So a signal here would be a nice thing, fellas.
Looks like the defense is
going back on the field, and wow, 10 minutes after the play, the guy actually gives a signal. Horrible mechanics. Fumble return. So it's first down and 10 at the 33-yard line for Western Dubuque. So Hovden has had a fumble on a punt return. Cole Sweska has had a fumble now on a punt return. First and 10 from the 33. Baumhover takes the snap, rolling to his left side, fires down the middle. Incomplete. He went for Boschke near the 45-yard line. Brighton Meyer had the coverage. It's second down upcoming. Granted, you don't want turnovers and you don't want him on punts in those situations. But let's be 100% fair to the kid. You got a strong wind at your back. Those punts are getting knocked down. How difficult is it to catch a punt on a night like this, Chris?
It's incredibly difficult because, like you said, the wind is just knocking that ball down, and it's really hard to judge where exactly that ball is going to come down on the field.
So second down and 10 from the 33-yard line, 3:06 to play in the third, 42-14 Decorah. Long count line by Baumhover, and somebody moved early. The play is blown dead. Illegal procedure on Western Dubuque. That will be their fourth penalty of the night for 44 yards. Going back to that, how do you counter that as a punt returner?
Well, I mean, essentially, if the wind is coming from your back and you know that you're going to be struggling to catch the ball, basically what I always did in that situation was, first of all, I would line up, obviously, a little closer to the line of scrimmage than usual.
Second and 15, taking the snap. Baumhover throws deep down the left sideline. A wounded quail of a pass and nearly intercepted by Cole Sweska as he went for a hush outside the numbers at the 50-yard line in front of the Decorah bench. Cole got one hand on it and couldn't corral it. It's third down and long upcoming. Continue your point on the punt return, Chris.
Well, again, I mean, you can also just kind of make a rule for yourself where if it's going to be that hard to judge where the ball is coming down, if there's any question in your mind as to whether you're going to be able to get to the ball, just let it bounce and make sure that your team has possession.
Third and 15 from the 28-yard line. Bosch got a wing right, goes in motion left with split backs to no receiver, split to the left side. Baumhover takes the snap, rolling to his left side. He's hit by Cole Rohr. Sack! Cole Rohr brings him down at the 21-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. It's fourth down.
That's what you love to see in that situation. An open field tackle, first of all, making the contact, but then not letting go of the ball carrier, dragging him to the ground and getting another stop.
We'll tell you this, Marion has defeated DeWitt Central 10-0. That means in all likelihood DeWitt Central is going to be coming to Decorah next week. We can tell you that right now. Breaking news. Here's the snap back to Pfeiffer in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away, and this one going to hang up in the air. It bounces at the 48-yard line and takes a hop, a skip, and a jump out of bounds at the Western Dubuque 46. So 25-yard punt, no return. Decorah will get it back. 1:57 to play in the third. It's 42-14. Decorah on top. Folks, this was a 14-14 game at the halftime break. Johansson 60-yard touchdown run, a Hovden 25-yard touchdown run, a Hovden pick six, and a Savarov 28-yard touchdown run.
Third, that was very explosive third quarter for Decorah.
First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Here is Pierce, gives to Johansson, and plows it through off the right side inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Shane Boschke brought him down. It's a gain of about 8 yards. Good surge off the right side, and now all the momentum on the side of the Vikings.
You look at where this game was at halftime. now the Vikes up 42-14, and you know, if it looks like they're going to try to get back to kind of a grinding type game, and all of a sudden if you score, the 35-point rule is in effect.
2nd and 2 from the 38-yard line with a minute 22 to play here in the third. Vikes left to right. Here's the give to Hubden, bouncing left to the outside. He runs to the 35, gets inside the 30, brought down on the far side hash mark at the 22-yard line. Burns brought him down. It is a gain of 9 and a first down for Jake Hubden.
And you know, that's what the Vikings need to do now with this big cushion. Just run the clock, grind it out.
First down and 10 at the 29-yard line. John Carlson might not be in the booth with us anymore, but he does provide excellent analysis via text message. 1 minute left here in the third quarter, 42-14 Decorah. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Pierce takes the snap, has time, looks over the middle, scrambles to his left. Now runs laterally to his left. He gets inside the 30 and gets dumped near the 27-yard line. And Pierce will get a couple, and a 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Nobody was open across the waterfront, and a 2nd down upcoming as the ready for play whistle will come at 32, so the Vikes will have to have one more snap here in quarter number 3.
Bryce did a good job on that play of extending it as long as he could, but probably the best thing he did at the end there, just secured the ball and, you know, just kind of ate it, made sure to avoid the turnover.
So, 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line, receivers left and right, wingback left, Colin Nimrod. Hubden and Johansson split behind Pierce. Pierce on a busted play gives to Johansson, circles right to the outside, runs to the 25, to the 20, and shoved out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down as Johansson had to banana his route that time. He got 12, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Decorah at the 15-yard line. It was Pfeiffer again, the man who knocked him out.
The surge from the Western Dubuque defensive line caused that play to just be broken right from the start. They luckily still got the handoff away and end up picking up a first down.
So, first down and 10 at the 15. 1.6 left in the third quarter, and the clock stopped with the player going out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. To the right side, Colin Nimrod. To the left side, Dylan Henning. Wing back left is Nimrod, and Carey actually was split to the right side. There is a timeout for a shoelace that came untied. Didn't put the weatherproof shoelaces in tonight, because this is about the second or third time we've had a delay on that. Are there weatherproof shoelaces there, Chris?
I mean, I have never discovered a shoelace that is guaranteed to not come untied. However, I have discovered tricks to ensure that they don't come untied at inopportune moments.
Well, if we have problems here in the fourth quarter, I'll send you down to the sideline early. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Pierce takes the snap, has time, throws the right side. Catch is made by Dustin Carey, who's knocked to the sideline at the 7. So that's going to be the fourth quarter, or the third quarter of play. Third quarter done, 42-14 Decorah. And let's take a break for Wicks Construction.
42-14 Decorah lead.
Insurance company is known for silver lining service and innovative insurance. Our home and highway policy is it's one policy with one premium. Homes, condo, vehicles, personal possessions. The Home and Highway also offers other coverages and a variety of systems, as well as 24-hour emergency roadside service. With Home and Highway, there's no better way to protect family. For more information, call A&J Agency at 382-367 or stop at 106 College Drive.
And let's go to the fourth quarter, 42-14 the score. The total offense at halftime was tied at 152. Right now it's Decorah 333, Western Dubuque 145. So in that third quarter of play, Decorah outgained Western Dubuque by a 181-7 margin. Wow, and that's even more impressive since one of the touchdowns was a pick six.
It's just been remarkable, the kind of day and night difference we've seen from this Decorah team between the first and second half. They came out obviously much more motivated in the second half and set the tone on their first offensive play, and got off running, and they just haven't looked back.
So it'll be a 2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line. Decorah moving right to left and leading 42-14. Split backs in the backfield. Split to the left side is Rohr. Wing back left. Colin Nimrod goes in motion right. Give to Holt off the right side. Lunges inside the 5 and gets dragged down near the 3. It'll be a 1st and goal Decorah on a gain of 5 yards for Holt Johansson.
Setting themselves up again, down near the goal line now, inside the red zone, obviously. But Decorah with a score here after the game being tied at 14 at the half. If they punch this one in here and kick the extra point, it's all of a sudden that 35-point rule is in effect and the clock runs.
1st down and goal at the 4-yard line. Meyer right, Nimrod left. Carry the tight end left side of the line. High formation with Hovden and with Holt Johansson. Give the left side. No, it's a keeper. Pierce keeps it to the end zone for the touchdown. Bryce Pierce makes it 48-14 with 11:15 to play on his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
Not sure if that was a designed keeper or not. Could have been a broken play, but Bryce doing the right thing, just finding a blocker, following him right into the end zone.
35 points to be exact, that is.
46 yards, 7 plays, 2:43 off the clock. Sweska will try the extra point out of the hold of Carter, or the hold of Drake Schuring, and the snap of Carter Zidlicki. Snap, and it's dropped as Sweska rolls out to his right side. Sweska turns upfield to the 5, the end zone, touchdown, or a 2-point conversion. It's your second half when stuff like that happens, Chris.
That's just a pretty good individual effort from Cole Sweska. The snap was low, it was bobbled. He picked it up from the kicker spot, picked that ball up, rolled out, wanted to pass initially, but with his speed from 6 yards out, why not just keep that, take it in yourself?
And how amazing is this? A 14-14 game at the half, and we've got the running clock at the 11:15 mark of the 3rd quarter. And we'll tell you about what's coming up tomorrow. It is Iowa Northwestern on FM 100.5, pregame at 9, and the kickoff set for 11 on your home for the Hawks in Northeast Iowa, FM 100.5. Here on this frequency tomorrow, it'll be Luther and Central tomorrow from Pella. We'll have that for you at 12:50 tomorrow at AM 1240 KWLC. There's this Tyler Rinkin guy. I hear he's been known to broadcast a little bit tomorrow. We're going to give him a second chance to be a poor man's Chris Wanless.
You said that last week too, Darren, and I'm going to just repeat my comment from last week. It's hard to get much poorer, but I appreciate it.
Easy. So, hey, you know what? Tyler Rinkin has always been able to accept a challenge like that. As that one is going to be kicked to the near side and goes out of bounds. So Western Dubuque will have the football at the 35-yard line. Hush just let that one bounce at the 12 and take a hop and a skip and a jump out of bounds. So 11:15 to play, and the clock will run once the ball is snapped here. Western Dubuque left to right. They've been outscored 36-0 in the second half of this one. This was 14-14 at the half. Bryce Pierce with the touchdown in this half. Also, Savarov, a 28-yard touchdown. Hovden, a pick six. Hovden, a 25-yard touchdown. And Johansson, a 60-yard touchdown on the first play of the second half. New quarterback in for Western Dubuque. Give to Birds left side, and Birds gets covered up. Back to the 33-yard line. Correction, a new player in the game. That was Ganson on the carry, actually, and Ganson lost 2 back to the 33-yard line. Some new players in the lineup, some of the same, some of the new players in for Decorah. Leibs and Eric Severson are at the linebackers. Aaron Severson is at a defensive end right now. In the secondary, it's Sweska, Meyer, and Nimrod. So it's 2nd down and 12 from the 33-yard line. The quarterback is Josh Hulbeck, and he'll give up the middle to Ganson, and he got covered up by Corey Anderson and Jonathan Ellsburn on that defensive line. as well as Corey Anderson and Michael Ruiz, and it's a loss or a gain of 0. It's third down upcoming.
And, you like to see these kids come out now on defense, even with the huge cushion, still giving it their all, forcing Western Dubuque into a 3rd and long here.
50-14, Decorah, 10 minutes to play. Clock is running in this situation. We were 14-14 at the half. Hulbeck takes the snap, rolls to his right side, fires downfield, incomplete. He went for his man. The intended receiver was Brandon Hogan. He was covered by Brett LaRue, and it's 4th down upcoming.
That pass was just Josh Freeman-esque is how I would describe that one. Just overthrown by a lot, but again, give credit to this.
Be nice to the kid. That's awfully mean, my friend. 4th and 12, it'll be Pfeiffer on to punt once again. This is the 8th time and the 5th time here in the second half. Pfeiffer takes the snap, and that went off the side of his foot, and it'll go out of bounds. And that one only going to reach lane number 1 on the track. So the line judge will get up to the 45-yard line. So that one, a punt goes 22 yards with the win. So Drake Schuring is in at quarterback for the Vikings. 50-14 with 8:50 to play. Running clock after a tie score at halftime. I have never seen that before. Crestwood has sealed the deal. They will be the 3rd seed as they have defeated Vinton-Schillsburg by a 35-14 margin. So Crestwood will head to Maquoketa. As of right now, it seems like Central DeWitt will head to Decorah, and then Marion will be the 3 seed. They'll head to West Delaware. Give to Sam Johnson off the right side, plowing through to the 40-yard line, and Sam able to get 5 on the first down carry. So Drake Schuring and company are in the ball game right now. Brett LaRue was in at a split end that time. Connor Gossman is in at the wing backs. Sam Johnson is in at the fullback right now. Play comes in from Nolan Heffern. Carter Zidlicki is the center. Tyler Dostal and Austin Bohr are on the quick side. Chris Hartman is on the power side, and I think it's Taylor Numado on that power side as well. Eric Severson will be the tight end on the right side of the line. 2nd and 5 from the 50. Give off the left side to Jacob Leaf. Says he'll plow ahead and get dragged down on the near side numbers at the 42 or the 47-yard line. And Mike McCade Bockenstedt, the man that brought him down. It is Taylor Numado on that power side. And Brett LaRue will bring in another play with 7:25 to play. 3rd and 5 3rd and 2 for Decorah from the 47. It's 50-14 Decorah. They've outscored Western Dubuque 36-0 here in the second half. Wow. Schuring gives to Sammy J off the right side, and he runs into a crowd at the 46-yard line and gets knocked back from there. He'll gain a yard, but he needed 2 and a 4th down upcoming. And I think the punt formation unit will come on here with a 4th and 1, as the offense actually going to stay on the field. Wow.
In this situation, though, probably good for these kids that are in the game now to face this, kind of a 4th and short situation. It's definitely one of those times where you kind of want to see.
It's game-type practice, really. So Decorah is 1 of 1 on 4th down, and they're 5 of 8 on 3rd down tonight. Give to Sam Johnson. No, Schuring keeps it on the right end. Runs inside the 45 to the 40, and brought down at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 1st down on a belly 8 for Drake Schuring. He gets 14 to the good and a 1st down.
And a nice play there, a nice play call, I should say, getting the fake up the middle, and then Drake just keeping the ball off that far side. Does a nice job picking up the 1st down, holding on to that football. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Walk-on has 1st and 10 at the New Hampton 35 with 1:16 to play, trailing 19-14. Good one in New Hampton tonight. Split backs in the backfield. Here is Schuring, gives to Leaps left side. He runs inside the 30 and brought down inside the 20 to the 25 to the 22-yard line. Leaps gets 13 to the good and a 1st down. Jacob Leaf's another one of those guys that you love to see get the ball because he just runs that downhill running style that Decorah football is really all about.
And we've seen him contribute very well on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams this year, and it's been pretty good when he's gotten the opportunity to carry the rock as well. 5 minutes to play, 50-14 Decorah. Leafs and Johnson in an I formation. Drake scurrying under his center. Carter Zidlicki keeps it on the left side on a belly. He runs inside the 20 and is wrestled down on the near side hash mark at the 19. Drake able to get 3. So another game where you get the majority of your kids in. Always a good thing. End of the third quarter out west. Thielen leading Spencer 42-17. Thanks to the Twitter account of Decorah native Zach Jebney, Spencer Daily News reporter, and he's doing radio tonight as well. 2nd down and 7 from the 19-yard line. Scurrying takes the snap, gives to Johnson up the middle. 10-5, touchdown! Sammy J to the house. 56-14 Decorah. A kid that does so many of the little things that help you be successful, and he scores his first varsity touchdown right there.
Sam Johnson, a kid that we've talked about a lot, Darren, this season, and like you said, does a lot for this team in various aspects of the game, and it's just great to see him be able to get into the end zone here.
So 56-14 with 4:12 left in the game. As Cole Sweska will attempt the PAT. Decorah 2 for 2 on 2-point conversions tonight, as that kick is up and it is through. Cole got rudely greeted, but yet no flag. 57-14 Decorah with 4:12 left.
Farm Bureau, when we talk about protecting most, we're not always talking about with walls and things with wheels. We're talking about people, your family. Life insurance might not be high on your list, but they sure are. Our agents are ready to help you protect their and give you peace of mind. Our agents make insurance simple. Call me, Jason Soland, at 563-382-8714. Our website, jasonsoland.com.
New Hampton has defeated Walk-On 19-14, so the Chickasaws go to the playoffs undefeated, and Walk-On will go to the playoffs at 8-1, but the Indians will get to host their first ever playoff game next Wednesday night. 57-14, Decorah leads it with 4:12 to play in this one. Cole Sweska will kick off from right to left. This is his third kickoff against the Wind tonight. 4:12 left in this one, and frankly, I'm a lost for words in this one, Chris. Decorah has outscored Western Dubuque 43-0 here in the second half. This one down to the middle of the field. It's taken by a man at the 13-yard line. He runs across the 35 and gets covered up by the aforementioned Sam Johnson at the 37-yard line. Let's see, that return man for Western Dubuque was Austin Hush still. So, clock will run with 3:54 to play. We'll send Chris Wanless down to the sideline here in the not-too-distant future, and he will get some words from Bill Post. One of the questions, perhaps, what'd you say at halftime there? Here is the give to Birds off the left side, running across the 40 and gets covered up on the far side. Numbers at the 50-yard line, a gain of 13 and a first down.
I think that's probably a pretty good candidate for one of the questions that I'll ask Coach Post at the end, because it's really just been a tale of two halves here, if you will, tonight.
So, Kyle Hageman is up front, as well as Cody Zidlicki now. 1st and 10 for Western Dubuque at the 50-yard line. Give her up the middle to Birds, runs to the 45-yard line, gets tripped up there. Corey Anderson was in on that defensive line. It's actually, I believe Jacob Franzen is in on the defensive line as well. Bailey Vickerman, Nolan Heffer, and Brett LaRue are at the corners right now. A couple of new linebackers, Dalton Harvey and Easton Schmitz. The deep safety right now is Adam Knight, and the short safety is Connor Gossman, as the center quarterback exchange is bobbled, and it's covered up by the backup quarterback, Josh Hulbeck. And he will cover it up at the 47-yard line. Kevin Downing coming in for the Vikings now, as Coach Post will clear his bench. The Vikings will win their 23rd consecutive game. Here is Holbeck. Gives off the right side to a new back in the game. That's for Western Dubuque, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The back is Luis Uribe. And a first down upcoming. 90 seconds to play. 57-14 the score. To the right side will go a receiver as Hulbeck takes the snap, gives to Uribe. No, he gave it up the middle to a backup fullback who's covered up inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. That fullback is Jason Kaufman. As we got a minute left in this one, Tyler Dostal up to the defensive line for Decorah. As we'll send Chris Wanless down to the sideline, and he'll get some comments from Coach Post. 57-14, Decorah outscoring Western Dubuque 43-0 here in the second half. Swings it out left side, does Hulbeck. It's incomplete. Mederet, the intended receiver, on the right side. So 41 seconds left, and I think there's only one play left in this one. Man, the people they let in this press box over here.
We have to sit there at the shelf, and it's got a weird shelf.
2nd down and 7 at the 36-yard line.
And turned off our power, but we're restoring power here.
And taking the snap, Hulbeck gives to Uribe left side. He'll run inside the 35, and he gets covered up at the 30-yard line. So 7 seconds left, and the regular season is going to be done, and it's an undefeated one for the Decorah Vikings.
Second straight year,
a second half in which Decorah outscores Western Dubuque 43-0. The Vikings will head to the playoffs undefeated. The undisputed champions in Class 3A District 5. Decorah defeats Western Dubuque 57-14. Back with the post-game show after this.